Hello comrades, Kami Sabro with a brand new series of Making History the Great War. That's right. As you guys remember correctly, the last time we played as Russia. And we did some serious damage, however things looked bleak by the final episode. Yeah. By popular demand, I may stream the rest of that game live. I'm even willing to take bets on whether I can actually win or not. That would make for an interesting scenario. But anyway, without further ado, so we're starting our new series as France. That's right, good old France. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I guess we might as well just start playing the game, right? France, the thing about France that in just about every game you play is France is an interesting country because, again, most of these games start you out in the Colonial Empire days when they actually own things. For example, Algeria and major parts of Africa and whatnot. So, I mean, that's cool and all. And, you know, you get some sort of measure of resources from it. They also have control of Madagascar and, if I'm not mistaken, Indochina. Yes, for the most part, aside from Siam there. So, you know, that's pretty cool. We have a pretty sprawling little empire here, and we're in a good position to get shit done. However, we are threatened by Germany, possibly Italy, and Austro-Hungary, all of whom have larger armies than us. Except for Austro-Hungary, I think. I don't think they have a larger army than us. Needless to say, they're still a threat, no matter how the cookie crumbles. So, yeah. We're going to start out by prospecting to get some more resources. As you can see, we have deficits in coal, metal, and oil. Now, you guys probably have picked up by now that I have a pretty particular style in how I play Making History games. I look for major industrialization as early as humanly possible. With that in mind, I'm going to try and increase our resource reserves as fast as I can, and then start expanding output to basically get us a lot of resources. Here, we'll actually just start expanding there and prospecting. Okay, so those are all of our major regions. These areas down here, most of them you probably can't expand into. Most of them, not all of them. Yeah, because they don't have low rail density. We will have to fix that issue as time goes on. Now, we should have plenty of time for this series. Again, the way I do my series is I like to do about 20 episodes and not much more. Just for sake of ease for both the viewer and, I guess, for me, really. I get tired of things quickly. And there's so many games to play that it would just be a douche move to spend way too much time on one. So, but anyway, let's take a look at some of our cities. I'm going to build a bunch of research centers, hopefully to give us a jump on research, to give us a technological advantage against our opponents, of whom we face. That's right. It's going to be a little expensive, unfortunately, but I'm sure we'll be just fine. I always forget what most of the buildings in this game build. Like, I know, like the tool factory, I think that's artillery. Yeah, that's artillery. But then, like, the steel mill, I guess, makes steel, wrought iron, and something else, and I don't remember what it is. And then the vehicle factory. I guess I didn't really forget. I just need to refresh myself from time to time. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to merge the majority of my fleets together into one gigantic super fleet. Because I don't like not having good fleets that are powerful and kick ass and shit. So, and we're also going to build trench work, level 1 defenses on the front lines of where more than likely we'll be fighting, should fighting occur. Yeah, so like right there. And I'll put one right there in case we have to fall back. And then one on the Rhone. And then one on Languedoc. Okay, yeah, so we'll do that. And our farms are pretty much set up already. Yep. Yep, looks like it. Looks like it. So, yeah, just to people who are not familiar with how I play this game, the first turn is always the longest. You got to make sure you get as much done, because timing is everything in this game. Like, when it comes to building stuff, the earlier the better. If you don't build stuff early on and as fast as possible, you could be at a severe disadvantage later on down the road. And then you'll be kicking yourself because it's like, oh, damn it, I should have done that and I didn't. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, is even though these regions don't produce a lot of food anyway, I'm trying to put some farms out and about to get a little bit, just to milk just a little bit out of it. And I think I'm going to build some low rel density there. It'll take 15 turns. It's going to take some stuff, but we should be able to do it. I don't really care about my other colonies. I kind of just want to turn them into puppets and let them be their own country kind of thing. Less puppety, I guess. Because I really don't care about this region here, for example. They're pretty much already their own country, but I control all their build orders and stuff like that. Well, they do have a lot of food, so that's kind of a benefit. And let's make sure that they get open field farms so we can keep up that food advantage they have. I didn't realize they had that much food. Like, you see food production right down there. Yeah, so they have a lot of food. Okay, so I guess we'll keep it, because then they can provide us with food should we need it. That's right. And we're just going to sit here and do this. Sorry if this is kind of boring. The first episode always is, because I always end up doing something like this. And I get distracted, because I like to be meticulous in the first couple of turns. So that's going to be really expensive. Let's end our turn and see what happens with everything. Alright, so not much happened. All of our resources adjusted a little bit. So let's take a look at our research. As you can see, we have stepped into the machine age. We have everything from early industrialization and prior. So it's kind of like, what do we want to move into next? Well, all these are pretty good. Heavy gun armaments, food canning process, so on. So we're just going to go ahead and move straight down the line. We'll get all of these, I think. Yeah, because it opens a whole bunch of useful projects for us in the future. Since we've already got all of our cities and whatnot geared towards what we want them doing, we don't really need to change anything up or change any build orders up. So that should be fine. Okay, the United Kingdom supplies of steel. Oh, God. Uh-oh, that's no bueno. No bueno at all. We're about to lose a lot of resources. Oh, goodness gracious, no. I already don't have any metal. That's not good. That's not good at all. Minus 67 metal a turn. We're gonna start expanding in that area. Because we're gonna need a lot of metal to make up for losses. I don't think I'm building anything really. And okay, well, I guess we could cut that out. Let's just build. Oh fuck, shipping capacity is even more expensive. Oh, but we have a lot of shipping capacity. Let's build that. That's cheap. Look at that, 1 and 20 or 2. More marine supplies. Build me an armored cruiser. There you go. All right. See, now we're making progress, and we're gonna start building arms there. All right, to get us some surplus arms. Machine tools, I'm not fond of. Maybe we can build some trench mortars? We don't really have steel. I don't know if I should do that. And we'll just focus that on. But arms take steel. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep that at machine tools. What else do we need to do? Well, we're building automobiles. Of course, we don't really have that, so we're just going to build something else. And we're going to build some observation balloons, because those will be incredibly useful later on when we're using artillery. Okay, and everything else is pretty much from what I'm seeing, is about what you would expect it to be. We are taking a deficit in money, however, we're super rich, so that's not too much of a concern. Okay, I guess we'll just put that, yeah, we'll put that on kerosene. Marine supplies, absolutely not. Let's build another torpedo boat destroyer. Yeah, let's build that. Okay, it's cheaper. Everything's a little cheaper. This is how you cut costs. You find like little places here and there that you can do that in. And see, we've only got we have a small deficit in steel, small deficit in coal, a smaller deficit in metal, and a small deficit in oil. So yeah, I mean it's not ideal, but I guess it's salvageable. We can work with this. We can work with this. I do need to build railroad capacity, which you build in a steel mill. So I could do that. I can't believe I've only got one steel mill, or 2 steel mills. It's ridiculous. We need more of those. Alright, well, let's find a city that's not building anything. Alright, here we go. And let's build a mill. Or metalworks. No, it's a metalworks. Alright, we'll build a metalworks. There. To get some more steel production. Capable. That's right. Because we're going to need it in the future. See, France is a lot easier to play than Russia. Because Russia's so giant. But see, France doesn't have near the capacity that yeah, it doesn't have near like the potential capacity of Russia, because Russia's just so damn large and they have so many resources. I mean, just look at that. Look at that. All that untapped potential. And that's the reason why we dominated so thoroughly with Russia when we played, because undoubtedly they are an incredibly powerful country that pretty much is just unbridled. It's pretty much like the United States, just in Europe. So, they just got a lot of resources and they're not afraid to use them. So, you've got that. Alright, well, let's move some of our guys to the front. I'm not overly concerned of going to war with anybody else. I'm pretty steadfast in the idea that we will be going to war with Germany at one point eventually in this game. And I'm going to make sure that we are ready to fight them, should that occur. Yeah, so we're building us some trench works. Good old-fashioned trench works. And nothing else is really happening, so we're just going to end our turn. Oh, what the hell is this? 35%. Is that a 35% revolt rate? Oh. That needs to be fixed immediately. Alright, cool. So the Mekong Delta now has paved roads. We built some barracks in Casablanca, and let's create French and recognize Spain as a French protectorate. Huh. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll create the French region there. Okay. Alright, so. Okay, we've got all that going on there. What is this? Oh, it is radicalism. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's unacceptable. Yeah, we can't deal with that. Okay. Let's take a look at our actual inner diplomacy stuff. Government programs. What's it under? Empire, right? Oh, guess not. Okay, here it is. Yeah, this was right. I was right. I was right. See, I'm just throwing myself off a little bit. Alright, so we're going to put some towards social welfare and propaganda. We're going to purge corruption, and it's going to be expensive as hell. But how bad is our corruption, actually? I guess we don't have any at all. I don't see any of it right there. Oh, we're looking at French Indochina, that's why. Stupid, stupid me. Okay, so here we go. Alright, we've got -5 corruption, so we need to purge that. We're going to support religion. We're going to support social welfare programs. We're going to raise taxes, because fuck them. Social welfare, support religion. Yeah, I think that's good. It's going to be kind of a pain in the ass for the first couple turns, but we'll see how it turns out. Can't be too bad. And it seems the Kingdom of Bulgaria has joined the Greek alliance. So now Bulgaria, Serbia, and Greece have all formed one fighting bloc. I imagine to fight the aggressive Ottoman Empire. Yeah, that's right. And is Italy at war? Yeah, Italy is at war with the Ottoman Empire too. Keep in mind it is 1912, 2 years before the Great War. So, yeah, some crazy shit should be happening pretty soon here if we keep watching. Oh my, the Titanic sinks! 4 hours after hitting an iceberg, the world's largest passenger ship has gone to a watery grave. Over 1,500 lives lost, only 705, mostly women and children, were saved. Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Those poor people. At least they got a good movie out of it, right? Yeah. Yeah, because it's how we roll in the capitalist West. We thrive off of death and all that good stuff. Beautiful. Anyway, to a less morbid subject. We have no oil. We have no metal. We have relatively no coal and no steel. Positive. Positive thinking, right? Right. Do we have... Okay, so we do have medium rail capacity. Let's see. We don't have it there, though, and it's going to cost 100 coal. I think it would be beneficial to have for the future, though. So we can try to stomach it and see what happens. And it looks like the Federales defeat the Colorados. Yes, the revolutionary movement in Mexico has been dealt a blow. The Ottoman Empire has declared an unrestricted submarine warfare policy. They will now sink enemy shipping and any ship trading with the enemy. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, so we have our armies merged up over here. And we're going to merge that all together. The 1st, the 12th, and the 13th are all going to become one giant army. The 1st artillery is going to merge with the 3rd and make it a little bit bigger. And then the 2nd is going to merge with the 4th and the 14th. Okay, so now we actually have two rather impressive army sizes to compare to the German force. If we were able to take Alsace-Lorraine, assuming a war happened, just speaking in hypotheticals here, we would actually be able to use that area as a chokehold. So expect that in the future, that's what we use. And as you can see, I'm building up some observation balloons to the west, in France and Paris, to be specific. And we are going to use those to great effect when the war finally does arrive on our doorstep. And I'm also going to start building some infantry divisions in Paris itself to make sure that we're pumping out enough guys to fight. Everything else, though, I'm just going to kind of wait till I get more research before I start doing that. Alright, so it is now the 24th turn of the game. As you can see, I skipped ahead quite a couple of turns because, well, frankly, nothing was happening anyway. Who cares? So, basically what we're going to do, and it just dawned on me, a metalwork. So it was a mill. Damn it! Or is it mechanized mill? No. A steel mill, what does that require? It's ironworks. That's what it is. See? Even after playing like more than 30 hours of this game, I still make mistakes. But anyway, so basically what we're doing is we're adding a couple other places. I'm going to have 2 ironworks so we can produce enough steel in the future. I'm also going to build not sure, what should I build? Build a hospital, because we're having like really low manpower, and we don't have manpower growth right now. And that's one thing I'm really big on, is I like to know I have enough troops before I go into battle. And I like to know I have enough reserves to build more troops should the need call for it. So we're going to have to do that. I'm also building some more recruitment centers. A mistake I feel like I made in my previous playthrough was I didn't have enough places to build infantry, which led to me being overwhelmed in quite a few areas there. So that's what we're doing. We're going that route. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But anyway, so this has been the first episode of the France Let's Play. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Because, you know, I know a lot of you like making history. I know I do. I'm a huge freaking fan, and I've always loved making history. It's one of my favorites. And I'm super excited to do this. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, guys. It should be super fun. Anyway, this has been Commissar Bro. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.